Good morning, students. In the previous class of mine, we have read Act 1, Scene 1 of the very famous play The Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare. We have read from line number 1 to 124. In this class, we will have a continuation from line number 125 onwards. So before I proceed, let us have a quick recap of how much we have read so far. So the location was Venice, a street, and we were introduced to the characters Antonio, the merchant of Venice, Bassano, his closest friend, Salarino, Graciano, Lorenzo, his other friends. So from the opening speech of Antonio, we got to know that Antonio was sad and despondent, and he was completely unaware of its reasons. Salarino and Salarino, they tried their level best to make him laugh by pointing out certain reasons. They pointed out that Antonio's mind is tossing on the ocean, means his ventures are subjected to perilous weather condition, rough rocks and dangerous waves. All this can do much harm to his ventures, and all this may lead to his venture into a diminished one. Next, they pointed out maybe Antonio is in love, due to that he is sad, and they also pointed out that Antonio may belong to the second category of people that Nestor has created. The people who has a tendency to pose certain seriousness upon their countenance, so that people may regard them as wise. And all these probable reasons pointed out by Salarino and Salarino are discarded by Antonio with his own logic. Now we have seen Salarino and Salarino, they have left the scene and entered Bassano, Lorenzo and Graciano. Here we came to know about Graciano, who can speak a stream of nonsense without a break, and he requested Antonio not to retain the reputation of being a profound and a serious man by posing such seriousness. He also asked Antonio not to think too much about the worldly things and just let things go. That Graciano left along with Lorenzo, and we have seen Antonio is left with his closest friend Bassano. Now Antonio is asking Bassano about his secret agreement that he has made with Portia, a rich heiress in Belmont, with whom he has planned a secret pilgrimage. Up to here we have learned. Now let us proceed. From this Bassano speech, we will get to learn many things about Bassano's character. Bassano, it is not unknown to you, Antonio. So Bassano is talking to Antonio, and he is saying that nothing is unknown to you. Here you have seen use of double negatives, that is not unknown. Unknown is a negative word, and not is also negative. So this is one of the characteristics of Shakespeare's writings. So he is saying that nothing is unknown to you, Antonio. How much I have disabled mine estate. He here confesses about his damaged estate by something showing a more swelling port than my faint means would grant continuance. So he has squandered all his means by keeping a more fashionable lifestyle than his modest resources could allow him to continue. So he has done more than his resources can allow him. That my faint means would grant continuance, means he lived in a grand lifestyle than his means would permit. Nor do I now make moan to be abreached from such a noble rate. He doesn't complain here for being cut down expenses after living such a grand lifestyle. But my chief care is to come fairly off from the great debts. But what is his chief concern now? His chief concern is to get honorably out of all those debts that his extravagant courses has involved him. Wherein my time something too prodigal hath left me gauged. Now here we have seen gauged is a new word here. Gauged means what? Pledged or solemnly promised. Now here he compares himself to a son who took much from his father, led a luxurious life, and then when he became penniless, he came back to his father, just the way Bassano has come back to Antonio. To you, Antonio, I owe the most in money and in love. So he is saying, Antonio, I owe the most to you, both in love and in money. And from your love, I have a warranty. So here your love is actually giving me permission, giving me assurance to unburden all my plots and purposes, to confide in you all my plots and plans, how to get clear of all the debts I owe, to get out of all the debts I owe. Now to this Antonio replies, I pray you, good Bassano, let me know it. So here Antonio is asking Bassano to unlock all his plans to him. And if it stand, as you yourself still do, if your scheme is, as you yourself are, very honest and honorable, within the eye of honor be assured, means if I find them much honorable. My purse, my person, my extremate means lie all unlocked to your occasion. My purse means all my wealth, my person means my body, my extremest means all my utmost means lie all unlocked to your occasions. All will be placed in front of you at your disposal. Then Bassano goes on explaining his plans to Antonio by referring a childhood incident. Bassano, in my school days, when I had lost one shaft, in his school days, when he lost one shaft, I shot his fellow of the self-same flight. So I shot another in the same direction with the same speed to find the other fourth, to find the other out. And by adventuring both, I oft found both. So by risking the second one, I used to find both. I urge this childhood proof because that follows is pure innocence. Why I am stating such example to you? To show pure innocence. Here you can see somehow Bassano is embarrassed to ask for loan once again. That is why somehow to hide the embarrassment he used this phrase pure innocence. I owe you much, and like a willful youth, I know I owe a lot to you, Antonio, like a willful youth, like a willful young man. That which I owe is lost. I have lost it all. But if you please to shoot another arrow that self way, so if you care to send another loan in the same direction which you did shot the first, the way you have assured me with the first one, I do not doubt, undoubtedly, as I will watch the aim or to find both, I will be more careful and I will recover both the loans for you or bring your letter hazard back again. At least I shall bring the second loan back to you and thankfully rest debtor for the first and remain your grateful debtor for the previous ones. So he is not at all sure. I mean, whether he is promising Antonio that if he is trusted with another loan, then he will be able to owe back both the loans. But once again, he is saying that if not both the loans, the second one at least you will be blessed with, and I will remain a grateful debtor to you for the previous ones. Antonio is a humble man, so he tells Bassano, you know me well enough, and herein spend but time, you are just wasting your time to wind about my love with circumstance by appealing love with such indirect talk. And out of doubt, you do me more wrong. Now, undoubtedly, you are doing more wrong in making question of my uttermost, in making question what I can do for you, than if you had made waste of all I have, than by squandering all that I possess. So he is telling Bassano that you are doing more wrong to me by having a doubt in my deed. I would be happier if you have squandered all that I possess. Then do but say to me that I should do. Antonio here is asking Bassano, you tell me what I should do for you, that in your knowledge may by me be done, so that in your knowledge that can be considered something done by me. And I am pressed unto it, therefore speak, and I'll be at once ready to do it, just you tell me. Now Bassano replies, in Belmont is a lady richly left. There is a lady in Belmont who has inherited a great wealth, and she is fair and fairer than that word of wondrous virtues. She is beautiful, but more than that, she is a woman of wondrous virtues. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair speechless messages. At times I have received from her eyes beautiful and silent messages. Her name is Portia, nothing undervalued to Cato's daughter, Brutus Portia. She is no less wonderful than the daughter of Cato, who is a Roman statesman, and the wife of Brutus, who was a great Roman general and a conspirator in the assassination of Julius Caesar. She was known for being beautiful and courageous. So here Portia is compared to that Portia in Julius Caesar, another play written by William Shakespeare. Nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth, nor is her merit unknown to the world. For the four winds blow in from every coast renowned suitors. For famous suitors are wafted from different countries in order to seek her hand. And her sunny locks hang on her templets like golden fleece. Her bright hair hanging on her forehead is like golden fleece. Now, like a golden fleece which makes her seat of Belmont, Colchis' strand, and many Jasons come in quest of her. Now, golden fleece, there is a Greek myth. What is the myth? Peleus was the king of Iolcus. Okay, so he wanted to rule over Iolcus alone. That is why he sent his half-brother Aeson to a complete imprisonment. During his time of being imprisoned, Aeson got married and begat children. Now, one of them was Jason, a true heir to the throne. Now, from a Greek oracle, Peleus got to know that his life is at risk in the hand of Jason. That is why he decided to send Jason in the conquest to have golden fleece. Now, he was accompanied by Argonauts. Now, who are Argonauts? These are Greek heroes who are named after their ship, that is Argo. They accompanied Jason in his conquest to own golden fleece. Golden fleece was kept in Colchis. A garden belongs to Icse and always guarded by sleepless, dangerous dragons. Somehow he managed to have those golden fleece with his heroic deeds and his intelligence, and along with the help of Argonauts and Medea, the daughter of Icse. Now here the golden locks of Portia are here compared to the golden fleece that are kept there in Colchis, and Belmont is also compared to Colchis, where many Jasons come to try their hand. Means many suitable and appropriate suitors are coming in order to try their hands. Oh my Antonio, had I but the means to hold a rival place with one of them. As Bassano has damaged his estate due to his extravagant nature, he is telling this to Antonio: if I had such a place to be a competitor, to be a proper suitor to Portia, or to stand along with other suitors, I have a mind presages. Mind here means feelings. Presages means foretells me such thrift that I should questionless be fortunate. I know without a doubt that I will be successful in winning her. Antonio, thou knowest that all my fortunes are at sea. You know that all my ventures are at sea right now. Neither have I money nor commodity to raise a present sum. Neither I have money nor I have any such goods in order to raise the sum that you want. Therefore go forth, try what my credit can in Venice do. So go forth and see how far my credit can get you in Venice. That shall be racked even to the uttermost to furnish thee to Belmont, to fair Portia. I am ready to stretch me to any extent in order to help you out, in order to make you a proper suitor to marry Portia. Go presently, inquire, and so will I, where money is. So go forward and try to acquire the money you want. So will I. And I no question make to have it of my trust or for my sake. I am very much sure that people are ready to lend you the money either on my credit or for the friendship they share with me. So, Act 1, Scene 1, ends here. Now only one task left for all of you, that is a thorough reading of the text. As we know, this Act 1 Scene 1 is full of symbols, full of implications. So you need to read the text well along with all its explanations. I will provide you the study material along with the explanation. There will be an assignment for all of you which you can have in the worksheet section. So this much for today. In the next class we will proceed further with other scenes. Now if you have any problem in understanding any of the points, any of the speeches, any of the implications, please feel free to write in the comment section. Till then, take care of yourself, do study well, have a good day ahead. Thank you.